So I am a new viewer of The Real Housewives of Miami. I tried to watch it before and it just wasn't for me, but I have been hearing such good things about the show. And so I said, you know what, for their new season, I'm going to tap in and see if I start to like the show just as much as everybody else did. And I'll tell you, the first episode really delivered. Now, because I don't know the history of all of these relationships, a lot of my thoughts are the first impressions of these ladies from this episode. And I'll tell you what they are. The episode opens with Alexia talking about how she was blindsided with a divorce from her husband. When people say that they are blindsided by something like a divorce or a breakup, I'm always questioning that because I feel like you can feel when somebody's energy and feelings start to change about you. So I don't necessarily know if people are actually blindsided or if they just choose to ignore the changes that they can see in their partner. And based on how the rest of the episode went, I can tell that Alexia is probably one of those people who just chooses to ignore things when they seem to be negative. Because even when they show that 5 months later, Alexia is talking about how she's still married and she is now seeing her husband again and they're going on dates together, they're being photographed, and she's talking about how she just didn't bring up the fact that he moved out of their house while she wasn't there, got his own apartment, and then filed for divorce. She says she doesn't want to talk about that to him because she doesn't want to bring up any negative feelings. And that's sad to me because she'd rather tiptoe around it versus just having the hard conversation. I thought Larsa crying over her breakup with Marcus Jordan was comical because, girl, he is a child. What did you expect from a man that much younger than you? I hope you didn't expect that it was going to be a nice, clean breakup. He's way more immature than you, and he does drugs. That's never going to go well. And I don't buy the fact that she didn't know that he was doing all of that. Now, if she did know, and I just don't know because I'm not familiar with all of the relationships on the show, that's my bad. But it sounded to me like she was trying to imply that she didn't know that he was into what he was into. And that's unbelievable to me. Gertie and Kiki were cute. I feel really bad for Gertie. Anybody that's going through cancer, my heart always goes out to you. I know how much it changes your body and it makes you feel so different. So I am going to pray for her. Kiki was hilarious. She talked about how she used to date the owner of the Miami Yacht Club and she broke up with him, but she still has access to the yachts. She looked good. There wasn't much more to say about that. Now, Adriana and her boyfriend were really strange to me. She was so eager to show him off and parade him around as if like he's the best prize she could have gotten. And I cringed at that a little bit. I especially cringed though when they were kissing on the couch and his eyes were open. That's so psychotic to me when people kiss with their eyes open. She was treating him like he was a trophy. Is she desperate? Let me know, because that's what it was giving a little bit. And finally, Lisa. Listen, I don't know anything about Lisa outside of the fact that she got a divorce from her ex-husband and that she always looks good when I see her. But this beef with her and Larsa to me is kind of strange. And it might be because I'm not really territorial over people like that. So if I had a breakup with someone and my friend was still in my ex's circle, I don't think I would care as much. But apparently to some people like Larsa, that's a really big deal, especially because she said her and Marcus are having such a toxic breakup. I guess she doesn't want anybody that she knows associated with him, but you can't really control the fact that Lisa's boyfriend is friends with Marcus. On Larsa's side, though, I will say, I think maybe Lisa and Jody is her boyfriend's name. I think they probably just want to be associated with Marcus Jordan. And the producers were really shady for showing Jody and his friend going into his bedroom because of the AC. And they showed it twice. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure there was AC in there. I'm sure it was very cold because of all of the snow. Wink.